Canyon is slowly but surely going after the bicycle industry one small step at a time, making their way into direct-to-sales consumers, but also now going after bicycle retailers in the fact of service centers. If you guys do not know, Canyon has a couple local areas around the country that are kind of like dedicated or set up service centers for Canyon. So you can take your bicycle there and you can get maybe warranty fulfilled, crash replacement fulfilled, maybe they have spare parts there. But now Canyon is making some pretty big news here, going after a really big bicycle or outdoor chain, and making them a certified retail partner over the weekend. REI is now a Canyon authorized service partner. If you guys do not know what REI is, it's kind of like an outdoors place, kind of like a Peter Glenn's or like a Sports Authority, what it once was, just kind of on steroids. They do offer a cycle center. REI came to our local area, I want to say about 2 years ago, and it wasn't really that big of a threat. They have a great service center set up. They have a really beautiful store. Obviously, it's corporate money. It's corporate backed. They're a beautiful looking store with in terms of their outdoor stuff and everything like that. But as our competition, because YouTube is not our full-time gig, as just a bicycle store, we made the decision one day, me and another guy, to go check out our competition and see what they're working with. They don't really offer a lot of bikes in general in terms of like competition to us. But just to give you guys an example, they have like Cannondale that they stock. They have some cruisers that they stock. They have their own brand, which is co-op cycles as well. Some road bikes, some mountain bikes, salsa as well. But nothing really crazy. It's not their main goal. But they do have a good looking section of it. They sell accessories, roof racks, bike racks, and their service center looks really professional and everything like that. Now, if you think of REI, it's kind of almost like a department store, bicycle store, where you're going to get everything's going to be by the books. You're going to have people kind of running it, and they're probably going to get paid pretty well as well, but you're not going to get that crazy enthusiast mechanic there. Now, there's always the exception, but usually it's just kind of like a big box store mechanic who's going to get paid hourly and just kind of do his work of what he needs to get done. So when you come to Canyon, that's a direct consumer brand. I don't know how many people are going to be going to this, but they have an opportunity here to make something really big out of it. Over the weekend, like I mentioned, they went ahead and they went after, I think it was 28 REI co-op locations. Yes, my son. Sorry, my son interrupted me or asked me a question, not interrupting. I love my kid. 28 REI co-op locations. So that is 28 stores already onto their 66 independent bike shops in the U.S. And actually, I found out something that there are 2 stores down in Miami that are local stores listed. I didn't even know. There's another brand called VeloFix, which is kind of like a mobile bike shop that goes door to door that I knew they were in partnership with Canyon as well. But this is pretty good for Canyon owners. Let's say you have issues with your headset bearings. You have a warranty recall for maybe handlebar parts, seat post parts. Maybe they'll keep this stuff in stock at these locations, and it'll be much easier for you to go ahead and drop off your bike and get it back same weekend without having to do so many claims and everything like that. Now, like I said, REI has a massive potential here to go ahead and make something big in terms of a connection here with Canyon. If they can go ahead and make this where it's a smooth, oiled operation, well-trained staff, parts on hand, and these mechanics and workers are actually trained in knowing what to do with cans if there is a situation for a warranty crash replacement, they have over, by next year, 190 REI stores. So you got to think maybe a store in every single state. Obviously, we have 50 states, maybe 2 stores in every single state. They're going to be in popular locations, and this could be really big for Canyon owners. Maybe instead of a Canyon owner bringing their bicycle to me, I don't have headset bearings in stock. I don't know what kind of parts to order for your proprietary handlebar and stuff like that. But let's say you go to REI, they have their Aero Flare bars, they have different size bars, they have their headset bearing in stock, they have replacement seat posts because they make creaky noises. They have just a bunch of Canyon parts, accessory lights and stuff like that. They have a really good opportunity here to make something really big out of themselves as long as they don't mess it up with maybe undertrained staff or people just not as excited there. Maybe just the go along with it. The reason why I always say my shop does so well, and obviously there's always down days no matter what, is because of the fact that it's mine. It's mine and my brother's and my father's. It's something we created. It's something we're always looking after. It's something we strive to go ahead and make better. We're not just workers getting paid by the hour. We are this is our goal, our life, this is our livelihood. So that's why there is a passion there. If you have just workers behind the desk, sometimes that can kind of fall flat. The vision gets lost and it doesn't get executed the way it should. But as long as they're kind of trained well and they give these canyon owners some kind of customer service, because I heard that's obviously the lacking point to this direct to consumer, is that there's always this wait. You have an issue with your bicycle, you have to make a claim online. You have an issue with your bicycle, you have to call up Canyon, wait for these parts to get delivered, then take it to a bike shop, then do this. So if they can make these authorized dealers of 190 REI stores have these parts somewhat ready on hand, somewhat ready in stock with service centers, and they're able to teach these Canyon mechanics, these REI mechanics Canyon deals, I think it should be a pretty good move for them. Also within that REI, they basically said that REI members receive an extra 20% off. So they're kind of getting this warm local bicycle school shop discount that you might receive if you bought a bicycle. Let's say a customer of mine bought a bike for me, a Specialized or Scott. We give them some kind of discount program for like labor or wear and tear parts, and it's something that they'll go ahead and get that, that warm kind of feeling. They can maybe get that same exact feeling there from REI. Where they get that 20% off parts and members, like I said, headsets, brake bleed, stuff like that they might not get at a local bike shop. So that will be really cool. Now, where I could see this again, like I said, falling flat was not only that it's a big box store, it's kind of I don't want to insult anyone because I don't know any REI mechanics themselves, and everyone nowadays can be really good. They're probably even better than me. But like I said, maybe just not as much work ethic into it, like the passion to go ahead and finish it. What I can say is that Canyon customers, from what I've seen, are very well educated because they're buying everything online, direct to consumer. They're pretty much doing the research beforehand and buying the bicycle online, comparing it to other brands out there. Very detail oriented. They want and know what they want for the bikes, and they usually have a shop or mechanic already that they're dealing with. If they're buying direct to consumer, they've been doing the sport for a while, they pretty much know what they want, and yada yada. So the only thing I can see as well is that maybe that these people that have Canyons probably are already well established with service, with a mechanic they know or a store they know, and they might still tend to stay away from this REI thing. So it might make it to a point of where the deal might not work out, and maybe Canyon doesn't want to dump the money into it. But we have to see how that plays out. I think that still it's going to be there for a while. If it makes sense for both these companies to keep it there, let's say a mechanic can go ahead and pick up something from REI quick, or they can just go ahead and say, hey, I don't have this in my shop, but go down the REI. They have headset bearings there for your bicycle. Bada bing, bada boom. It is what it is. But yeah, so I think this is a really good step in terms of a move for Canyon. I think this is good for customers out there as well, or consumers of the Canyon brand, to kind of get this if they've maybe felt lost with local service. This is definitely a good move in that direction. And it really seems, once again, Canyon is one step ahead of the bicycle industry of having really cheap direct-to-consumer price points, and now you're also getting the benefit of a local bike shop kind of feel where they have parts on hand, discounts, and a place to go for warranty and crash replacement stuff as well. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if they expand on this even more. They have obviously other brands and branches out there. There's a ton of different bike shops out there. I don't even want to name any chains out there that they can go after to be certified retailers because I don't want any more competition with Canyon. But yeah, we'll see what happens over the years for this Canyon brand. Obviously, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. They have great riders, great exposure, great social media, great product, and also great price points. So they are a juggernaut in this field. We have to give respect to them. As much shit as I talk about the brand, they seem to be here for a long time. They seem to stay, and no matter what it is or who I'm talking to in today's day and age, budget is first priority. Typically, obviously there's 1%ers, but budget is first priority. So Canyon is usually on every single person's list out there when they're thinking about a new bicycle, for that main reason that it's usually the best price point option. But now these brands are starting to get it together, Western brands, big name bicycle brands, and they're kind of putting out competition price points at these bicycles, and they're getting in the realm of these prices as well. So it's making almost a fair warfare. But we'll see what happens in the future. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think of this. This video today is sponsored by a pink Logitech mouse. And yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you guys next video.